Junior want to not be on my I can't really see what did I miss. Ex-strippers.
Hey you guys, come on in for another story time. I know it's been a while, you guys, but I've been super uber busy, but we are here today and I am on vacation, you guys, in sunny Florida. So I will be back on next week. So I'm out here, y'all look, found me a little cabana to sit in. So I'm out here enjoying the weather and just having some fun. Have you guys been to Florida? I think this is my fourth time coming to Florida. And I'm here with Tracy, but she in a room sleep. Who goes on vacation, you guys, and goes to sleep? But anywho, I left her, honey, because you know I solo travel. So she don't want to go. She want to sleep. I ain't sleepy. I'm going outside. You guys, so before we get started, go ahead and click the bell for notifications. Give the not the videos a thumbs up, but follow and subscribe. Also, comment down in the comment section. You know I always talk back to you guys. And also, now click the bell for notifications. Also, give the video a thumbs up if you enjoy it. And if you don't enjoy it, what do we always say? Don't say nothing, keep scrolling, because we don't care. And hello to all my new subbies that have come on over here. You're gonna love it here. Now I tell you, like I tell everybody else, once you come over here and you start watching some stories about your internet dad Barron, God rest his soul, then you are part of the family, and that is your dad as well, you guys. So let me tell you guys this story here. But before I do, let me let you look at the little resort that we're at. Hold on. So this is some of the resort. This is one of the pools. This is supposed to be the quiet pool. And then there's another pool over on the other side of there. And then there's like a whole pirate themed pool that's somewhere else. So this is where we're staying for now for about 4 or 5 days or what have you. So this is the view, you guys. Okay, so I just thought of this story. Honey, let me tell you, if it's anybody, let me just be real. A black mother, if you ain't got a black mother, you may not know what I'm talking about. But a black mother is by far one of the most investigative, stern, don't play no games, mean what they say and say what they mean. And if you got a mama that was born in the 40s or 50s, you know she don't play no games. You ain't none of her little friend or nothing like that. So like me and my kids have a pretty good relationship, and we joke around and stuff with one another. Honey, not my mama. So this is my mom. So remember, her nickname is Neil. So this is how petty my mama was. Now, mind you, I was born in the 70s, so this is around in the 80s, you guys. So back in the 80s, unlike now, you could leave your kids at home and nobody called the police. So there was numerous times that we were at home alone. We were not really latchkey kids. We weren't really latchkey kids because my mom was sickly, so she didn't work. So she would be there when we get off of school or stuff like that. But like on the weekends or whatever, if her and Barron had to ride around somewhere and he only had $2 worth of gas, because you know that's all he had was $2 worth of gas, then we stayed at home. And we were like maybe, honey, we were probably 6 or 7. And then my oldest brother probably was, if I'm 6, he's probably about 3, 4, or 6. He's probably like 9 or 10 or something like that. So it was 4 of us, mind you. So we're talking about a 10-year-old, possibly an 8-year-old, which would have been Tracy, a 6-year-old me, and then we're talking about my brother, JoJo. He would have probably been about 4 years old. So you got 4 kids all under the age of 10 that are staying home by themselves and nobody called the police. Let me tell you something, the day and time has changed where kids nowadays, if they're at home and they're 12 years old and the neighbor find out and hear them making some noise and ruckus, honey, they quick to call the police, and it'll be a 10, a 12, and a 9-year-old in there. Leave them people alone. If those children are mentally competent to stay at home, know not to turn on the stove and do all of that crazy stuff and burn the house down, and you're just gone maybe a couple of hours, that's cool. Now, if you're trying to go, honey, down to Florida and carrying on, you need to get locked up, but that's not the case. And so my mom and them, they wouldn't take us most of the times because they knew we was going to beg for something. You know, Barron ain't had no money, honey. He ain't get no money till he got older. So he didn't have no money. You know, we got 4 kids, you're struggling. And so they would leave us at home. So one thing about my mama, now this was a time that we did have a telephone. Most time, you guys, we didn't have a telephone whatsoever. But this was the time that we did actually have a telephone. So my mom would say, don't answer that phone, stay out of my room, and don't answer the door. And we're like, okay. And she was like, do you hear what I said? And then you were like, yeah, repeat it. And we had to repeat that, John. And you didn't stand there and mumble. You better spoke real loud and clear and enunciate your words to let Inez know, or Nell know, that you heard what she said. And so there's no excuse if you do any of those things, and you'll get yourself, if I find out you're not doing it, I got a reason to bust your butt, because you said it out your mouth that you understood and you repeated it. Okay, so we lived on this street. It was called Pleasant Street. So it was 3 different floors to it. It was really 2 apartments. Like the first floor could have been, it was a living room and a kitchen, and then there was a bathroom, and then there was a door that locked there, and then you can go up the steps. And when you went up the steps, then there was a kitchen there, a bathroom, my mom's bedroom, and then you go up the steps again, and there was like a whole attic area where me and Wendell and JoJo and us stayed up there, but there was 2 separate rooms. And so we had a mailbox. Now, they don't really make mailboxes like this no more, but the mailbox was on the door. They may or may not. I haven't seen them in a while. And it was like that little gold flap. So the mailman come and he lift the flap up and put the mail in there. But if you stuck your finger in there, you could push it open and kind of look and see. Remember the mailbox, y'all. So this how petty y'all internet mama was. So it's her and Barron going somewhere. And so she's like, okay, did you hear me what I said? Yes, don't answer the phone. Don't, turn the stove on. Stay out your room. Yada, yada, yada. So here she goes. So they get in the car and they drive away. And so instantly, once they drive away, I'm all over the house, y'all. I was the bad kid out the whole batch, y'all. You got to get one of them. And I had ADHD back then. I don't got it no more, I don't think. But I was always running around the house. And so maybe about 10 minutes later, I hear somebody knocking on the door. And I'm like, who's knocking on the door? Now, Tracy, one thing about Tracy was such a, no, that big bumblebee ain't come by here, Jesus. Get your animals. We don't do that, Lord. So Tracy was a scaredy cat. Wendell, I don't know where he was. JoJo, ain't no telling where he was. He probably was in my parents' room and wasn't gonna get in no trouble because JoJo was a baby and he never could do no wrong. That's why I used to kick his butt all the time, because I got tired of him getting away with stuff and I couldn't get away with stuff. So we heard somebody knocking on the door. So I tell Tracy, I was like, somebody knocking on the door. She was like, don't answer that door. Mama said, don't answer that door. I said, I'm not gonna answer the door. She was like, so where are you going downstairs? I said, I'm just going down there to maybe I could peek out the window. She said, don't look out the window. You ain't supposed to be answering the door. And I'm like, I'm not going to open the door. So by this time, Tracy done brushed me off. Because, honey, one thing about me, once I got my mind made up, I want to do something, it really ain't too much you can say. I'm going to go ahead and do that junk. So the knocking stopped. And I'm like, okay, maybe they left. So then I hear the knocking again. Now, mind you, I'm still downstairs. So I go to the door, you guys. I did not open the door. What did she say? Repeat to me down in the comments. What did my mama say? Do not answer the door. And answering the door means opening the door. Well, that was my understanding, y'all. So I take my finger and push the mailbox open, and baby, I see somebody's stomach. It wasn't a neck and stomach. His stomach had clothes on. But I recognized that pattern material because it was floral. Now, my mama was, honey, she lived, honey, for a sundress. Honey, it was always sundress season. She lived for a sundress that had like the little waisted, the scrunch thing in the middle. And honey, Inez was good for not wearing no bra. Honey, that scrunch hit right up underneath them tits. And she didn't put no bra on, child. So I recognized this pattern. And baby, this is all I seen. Y'all, hold on, I'm going to do this. I'm going to get you because I told you not to open that door. Baby, here go me. Pull my finger back and ran upstairs. She gonna sit there. They drove away. Came back to test and see. You ain't got no faith in me whatsoever. Came back to test and see if we would answer the door. And then you're gonna stick your face in the mailbox. Technically, y'all, I did not open that door. I opened the mailbox. I didn't answer the door. I answered the mailbox. Baby, I was so scared. I shut that mailbox. That's why I don't like mailboxes to this day, y'all. Don't send me no mail because I got a beating over that junk. Baby, I thought she was going to come in the house then because I ran upstairs thinking she was going to come in the house and get me. Honey, she went right to that car, her and Barron, where they was going to go. And baby, when they got finished coming back, sure enough, Sherry come in. Who she was? I can't answer the door. She said, Sherry, come here. I said, what? Didn't I tell you not to answer the door? I said, I didn't answer the door. Open the mailbox. You know what I mean. Don't touch that door, that, child. And I got a whooping. But you know, ain't nothing more petty than a black mom. So petty. I mean, it's culturally, we are petty, honey. We're going to investigate. We're going to tell you to do something. Then we're going to test you on that junk. It's just, it was too much, honey. I got my butt beat. And here go Tracy, old goody two-shoe tail. I told you don't answer that door. Shut up before I whoop your head. Because ain't nobody asked you nothing. If you was a real big sister, you'd have pulled me upstairs. But you just let me go running around doing whatever I want to do. Baby, I got my butt beat. After that, I ain't gonna answer that door. I don't care. She be like, it's mama, let me in. I don't know no mama. I don't know no lady named mama. I know they named Nail, Inez, but I don't know no mama. Honey, I ain't answering the door. You can knock on my door right daggone now and I ain't answering that door. Matter of fact, whenever I vacation, I put the daggone do not disturb sign outside because I ain't answering that door. Honey, I hardly even answer the door when the Lord knocking on the door, baby. We don't answer no door because I'm traumatized behind that. Black parents, stop all that with your daggone kids. Y'all quit it. Y'all, you guys have an amazing weekend that's coming up, you guys. Go ahead and click the bell for notifications. Give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Share it with somebody, honey. And engage with me in the comments, and I'll get back with you next time. Peace.